what do you get if you put in 100% effort? If you're a 100% effort person, is it possible or more likely that you'll get a 100% result? But have you ever heard people say, I put in 110% and nobody notices? And I'm sounding like a bit of a whiner for a reason. Because the people that say that, I put in 110%, my question is always, how can you possibly? The analogy being, if I put 110% of air pressure into a bike tyre or a car tyre, what will happen? Explosion! Which is usually what happens to people that whine about putting in 110% effort. We can only put in 100. Now, the side note to that is that I might be able to pull 10% from somewhere else and put it in at 110, but that means the other bit only gets 90. And if you're going to be a 100% effort person in everything that you do, you can't put 90 over here and 110 over there. Something has to give. So here's my question. If you're on a team, for example, and everybody puts in 100, more likely the team's going to get a great result. Yay! If you only put in 90 and you play in a team or you work in a team of professional people, professional sports people, athletes, doesn't matter, somebody on that team will pick up your 10. And worse, if you're only putting in 50, somebody will have to pick up your 50. But they're going to have to pull that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 from somewhere else. It might be from their social life, from their personal life, from their other training. They're going to have to pick up your slack. And I don't want to have that reputation. How about you? Oh, she's only ever put in 90%, so somebody else has got to put in an extra 10 from their 100 to make up for her 90% effort. So what if we just made a commitment every day? I'm going to be a 100% effort person. I'm going to brush my teeth at 100% effort. I'm going to clean my house at 100% effort. I'm going to do my work at 100% effort. I'm going to exercise at 100% effort. Then that's the only way to get really fit and really strong. You put in 50%, you get 50% back. I'm going to put 100% into my relationships. I'm going to put 100% into my wealth creation. And of course, that's what Max is all about every day. I am going to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of my life, not just a percentage of that, the 100% of the rest of my life. I'm going to have a career or business that I love, and I'm going to do it at 100% effort. I'm going to be financially free, not half free, not sometimes struggling for money and sometimes have money. I'm always going to be financially free, and I'm only ever going to have great people in my life, in my inner circle, and I'm going to be a great person. Now that's what Romax is about every day. That's what the Max Colleges is about. But if you look at the reverse of that, I'm going to put a 50% effort into my health and fitness, a 50% effort into my whatever percentage it is, but less than 100 into my health and fitness, less than 100% into my career path or my business, less than 100% into my wealth creation plan, and less than 100% into my relationships. And what the hell's going to happen? Life isn't going to be lived to the max, because max in itself means 100%. So the people that whinge, moan and complain about putting in 110% effort and nobody notices, the interesting thing, and I can say this because I'm an old lady who's lived on the planet a really long time, I've never met a champion, I've never met a billionaire, I've never met a successful person that's ever told me how hard they work and how much effort they put in, and they always put in 110%. People who are champions just do 100 because that's all you can do, and they do it because it's who they are, not because they want to get praise for it, not because they want people to notice, and in fact it's usually the opposite. People who put in 100% effort all the time don't need anybody to notice. They are the only people that notice, because when they look in their mirror at the end of the night, they have to be able to say to themselves, today I put 100% effort into my health and fitness, into my career path or business, into my wealth creation plan and into my relationships. I put 100% into my life. Because every day that we live at less than 100%, what are we telling our own brain? Is it possible that some people have got into the habit of putting in less than 100%? And if you work in most workplaces, if you talk to most people, if you have a look at most sporting teams, you'll see that that's usually the case. There's always somebody that puts in 100. There might be 1 or 2 out of 10 that put in 100%. There might be 6 or 7 out of 10 that most of the time put in an effort, maybe not 100, but close to, and there's always people that never do. And I don't want the reputation of the never do. I don't want the reputation of somebody that's half-assed. I want to be a person who's known as, she's the woman who's always disciplined, always happy, always puts in 100% effort, not 110, because you can't do 110. And I'm going to use the analogy again. If you have a certain air pressure that's got to go into a bike tyre or a car tyre, and you go past that pressure, it will explode. And isn't it interesting that that's what most people people who talk about, I put in 110, they're usually at explosion point because they're whinging, moaning and complaining that nobody's noticing about what they do. So let's be a 100% effort person all of the time so you can live your life to the max. Super duper doo, how are you? Living my life to the max. Woohoo!